Hello Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. Welcome to your September 2022 reading. Welcome to Divine Moon Guidance. Please remember to always connect with your intuition when you watch these types of readings, because even though I interpret these cards intuitively myself, and your intuition may be telling you something else. So always go with your intuition. I've pulled 2 oracle cards, and I've also pulled a Archangel Michael card that we'll review at the end. But the energy at the bottom of the deck, before I forget, is the Knight of Swords for the month. So feeling very like you're needing to rush things. It feels like you're either like constantly doing things or constantly needing to do things, maybe like a distraction of the mind, because the sword is all about your mental state, your thoughts. So a lot of momentum with your thoughts and just overall doing a lot of things and needing to do a lot of things. Your Moonology card is it's time to take action, which is the perfect card. It's pretty much what the Knight of Swords represents. It's about taking actions, and the Knights are all about quests. So with the it's time to take action, new moon in Aries, there's something that you maybe feel called to do, or there's something that you may be asked to do, and it's going to require, your part to take action. And I feel like it's like it's like, okay, here, do this now. But it's not forcefully. It's just like, hey, we need to do this, and now's the time to do it. And here's the strategy, or here's how to do it. So we'll see what the cards have to say, but it's time to take action is your Moonology card. Your Soul Journey Lesson card, we have Service. I feel good when I can help others. So whatever this take action is, it may coincide with like helping others or assisting others in some type of way, or just being there for others. But yeah, let's see what the position you are currently coming in with. For the month of September, you have the 8 of Wands. This is also a card of action, of movement, of fast-paced energy. This is the card of fast communication, and being that it's Mercury retrograde, just be careful, because Mercury ruling communication as well as movement and travel, right? Just be careful with the words you say. Be careful with when you travel anywhere. Always be cautious of your surroundings. Double check, make sure your tires are full of air, that you don't have lights on, just be careful. But with this card, sorry, I went off on a tangent. There's some type of communication you're going to be receiving probably in the beginning stages or weeks, days of September. And again, it might coincide with this take the action. So something is going to be asked of you to take a part in. It could be career, it could be family, but something is going to be asked of you, and you're going to have to take action on it. And I feel like a catalyst, like a domino effect. So once you start doing this, a lot of other little things are going to start to fall into place. But how you're currently feeling, Cancer, is the 5 of Pentacles. So something is causing you to be a little bit lonesome, a little bit maybe feeling too much in your head. So it's causing some loneliness or some feeling of feeling left out. And with Mercury retrograde too, a lot of people will start to do some reflection, and they will start to, I guess, look back on certain things in their life that caused them to be where they're at now, if that makes sense. So it's like a self-evaluation. The things that you've done in the past have now brought you to the present moment, and what lessons can you take away from your past situations? What lessons may you forgot? Because it's really easy to go through something and then you learn the lesson, and then for some reason life happens and you kind of forget the lesson. So it's like really looking back on the past and trying to find how you grew into the person you are now, all about your growth and the things you've learned, and what else can you learn, and how else can you grow, and what else, just preparing yourself, I feel, as well. But currently you're just feeling a little bit I don't know, just a little bit out of sorts, and maybe with the Mercury retrograde, things aren't going the way you want them to, and things just aren't going right. So it's a little bit frustrating, and it's a little bit like, why is the universe picking on me? But the universe is not picking on you, okay? It's just there are some things that you have to learn and some things you have to go through. And like I told like a few of the other signs, we come here to experience things and to learn things and learn lessons. So this is probably a period for you that Spirit is saying this is a lesson. There's a lesson to be learned here. So just pay attention. Try not to be too much in your thoughts, and try to stay grateful and realize that this too shall pass. Your distant past, which is the past 5 to 10 years, you have the Page of Pentacles. So some of you have started something, maybe career-wise, where I'm hearing like from the bottom. What's that song? Started from the bottom, now I'm here, kind of thing. So you've started maybe your career at a very entry level. You know, the pay wasn't that great, or you know, super like maybe you left a job that was a good amount of pay, and then you took your career path and you took a pay cut. But it was such a launching pad for you, and it was new and it was exciting. And you know, even though you did take a pay cut, you knew in time and with work that this small pentacle will eventually grow into a really big pentacle. So if the Ace of Pentacles shows up, or the 10 of Pentacles, really, if it shows up later in the read, like, I wouldn't be surprised, because whatever you started in the past, though it may have been a small step, or it may have been a small type of pay or entry level, you probably have grown that pentacle, and it's a lot more bigger, and a lot more opportunities was presented to you. In your immediate past, which is the past couple of weeks to a month, you have the 7 of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, a lot of different avenues or paths was presented to you, and it may have caused a lot of confusion, but there's so much options out there for you. So Spirit is just saying, you know, don't decide right now, but definitely reflect on where you want to go in your life. What path do you want to take? Where do you see yourself, you know, in the near future? But yeah, and for some of you, it does feel a little bit confusion. Like, I see the cloudiness, so maybe brain fog. You've been experiencing a lot, and not really knowing where your life is going, or what you're supposed to be doing, or are you on the right path, kind of thing. It's a lot of this and that and this and that, and with Mercury retrograde, it is going to feel a little bit confusing, because it is a time of reflection, like I said, and just like analyzing the things that you've gone through, the things you've had to let go, the things you've walked away from, and not necessarily regretting, but just seeing like the different paths your life could have taken, and as well as trying to figure out, okay, where do I want to go next? In your distant future, which will be in the next couple of weeks to a month, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so it's not the 10 of Pentacles, but from the page to the Knight, hey, that's pretty good. So whatever you started back in the day, it's really starting to kick off. It's really growing. Like I said, even though it was small, you know, it's starting to take form, and it's starting to take shapes. And with the 7 of Cups here, like whatever this is for you, it is bringing a lot more options and a lot more opportunities to grow your pentacle even bigger. So to grow your income even bigger. So if this is relating to you as a money type of read, then the thing that you had, the seed you had planted in the past for your finances, for your career, it's really starting to take off. And I feel like you're hitting that it's not a climax, but it's definitely a huge pivotal point for you in your career and in your finances. And with this time to take action card, it's like, yeah, you started from that entry level, and now you're like higher up. You know, you're not totally at the high point. Some of you could be, but it's just, I feel more like it's time to take action. You got that new role, you got that new title. It's time to boss up. That's exactly what it feels like. It's like you're bossing up, but it's still a journey, and you're like in the middle. I feel like it's in your middle of your career, but it's still a journey, and it's still a process, but it's definitely a lot better and bigger than when you had started 5 to 10 years ago. Your immediate future, which is throughout the month of September, you have the World card. Awesome. So something is definitely coming into completion if it has not already, but something will come into completion, and it's gonna, you're really gonna feel like, dang, I did not expect this. Like, there's a surprise in this card, in this energy with the World card. There's a surprise, this feeling of, I did not realize it was going to go this way, and in a good way. It's like you, maybe with the confusion for some of you, you don't know what the next month or 2 or a year is going to look like. You're really like, I don't know what this is going to look like for me. I don't know what my life is going to look like. But Spirit is hinting to you with this World card that you have no idea what's in store for you, and it's going to be amazing. You're going to feel on top of the world with what's coming towards you. So just hang tight. If you, with the feeling of the 5 of Pentacles here, and feeling like maybe everything is against you or nothing's going right, or like you just feel alone for some reason, Spirit is saying, don't worry. Things may seem stagnant right now. Things may seem like everything's turned upside down, but that's because you're so close to a manifestation. You're so close to a goal. You're so close to closing out a chapter of your life that needs to come to a close. And so a new beautiful one can flourish and begin. Anything tangible throughout the month of September, you have the 3 of Swords. So definitely a lot of healing. See how it's underneath the 5 of Pentacles. So this month, even though there is growth within your finances, I think in the back of, not in the back, but in other areas of your life, there's still a lot of healing. You could still feel that energy of sadness. So whatever this is for you, either someone in your energy field may have gone through something like a hardship, and so it's affecting you as well. But just don't worry. Spirit is saying to just keep positive, be grateful for the things that you do currently have. With the Service card, I feel like, put your energy into, to get away from, I don't want to say get away from the pain, because you do have to heal, and you can't just avoid healing, but to refocus yourself, to get out of the 5 of Pentacles and nicely and properly heal the 3 of Swords. Put your attention to wanting to help others, to wanting to assist others. I'm not saying to overwork yourself, but I'm saying to, like, if there's some good you can do, like a hobby or something that can help and benefit others, go ahead and do that. Whenever you start to feel like lonely, or like you don't know, you're like feeling unproductive, I guess. So if there's something that you can be of service to others, go ahead and do that, and that will also help in turn heal you, get your mind off whatever is causing this despair and loneliness. And like I said, things will pass. This too shall pass. And it's Mercury retrograde, so just hang in there. Okay, so how you're feeling throughout the month of September. You have the Moon card. Yeah, see, again, that's exactly what I was feeling with the 7 of Cups. So you really feel almost in the dark about things. Like you feel like you have your blinders. Is it blinders? Blinders on, and like the universe is not really showing you things, even when you ask for signs. I feel like you are seeing signs, but you don't know what it means. And you're still asking the universe, like, why am I going through this? What am I experiencing? What is the next path for me? Or what, like, it's just a lot of questions. Like, these are all questions, and the universe may not be revealing it to you at this time, but there's a reason for everything. And we all know as Cancers that the universe works in mysterious ways, and what will be revealed to us will be revealed to us in and I say us because I'm a Cancer but it will be revealed to us in divine timing. Okay, so try not to be too angry with Spirit and the universe, and just know that there is something new starting for you. But I think the reason why it's not being revealed to you as far as like the answers you're seeking is because you have some healing to do. And I feel like with this Mercury retrograde going on, that will Mercury will finally go direct in October, October 3rd, I think. So just use this time to heal, to be patient, to see the lessons. Like, the lessons are so important. This Mercury retrograde, and it's just realizing what they are and how it affects you and what you can learn from it. So your hopes and fears, Cancer, is the Two of Wands. So some of you could be fearing like a redirection or a new direction. And that could be with your home life. That could be, and I say home because he has the globe and like the world, like two worlds. So some of you could be fearing either a redirection in whatever this Three of Swords is, or something like a closeout as well. You're fearing the change of whatever this Three of Swords, and maybe some of you also too is trying to you're going against this change. And so that's probably too why you're failing why you have the Moon card here, is because you're resisting change and you're trying to like go against, water or the wind, and you should never do that. You should always go with the flow and go with the energy and never try to go against it and resist it. So again, I'm hearing like because you don't know and you're confused about your future, you're scared to go in any path and in any direction because it's you don't know and you can't see it. And it's like that quote, right, from Martin Luther King, I believe. You don't have to, what is it? Just take the first step even though you can't see the whole staircase. So just have faith, continue, know that you're protected and all is well. And Spirit is saying that something brand new and wonderful is about to start, a completion of an old cycle and an old chapter. So I know with Cancers, like, we really don't like change too much, especially if it involves home and something that you do every day, or something that you do every day. So whenever that gets changed or something doesn't go right within that comfortness, it's really easy for Cancers to get a little flustered and anxiety and like wondering, well, why is this happening, and all this other stuff. So just be patient and hang in there with this energy of change, of evolution, of growth, and know that this has to happen. Yeah. The outcome, I knew, shucks, I was about to say the Tower card too, because right when I was talking about the change, it has to happen, I felt like the Tower card. I should have said it. Yeah, so there's another sign too, I think it was Gemini, that had the Tower in the exact same place. So you could be dealing with a Gemini or someone that has Gemini placements. However, this needs to happen. And if it hasn't already, because it's at the ending, it will, but do not be scared, because the Tower card to me is all about, there was a foundation that you've been on, and maybe it was solid at one point, but now it's not as solid. And so Spirit is coming to shake that up for you to rebuild on a much more stable foundation. And the Tower card is also about blessings in disguise. So even though it may feel uncomfortable and it may feel like exactly how the Tower feels when it's falling down, like you're falling flat on your face and you're scary, because no one likes, well, I don't really care for the feeling of a free fall, but it's scary. It's really scary to just be free falling, and you don't know where you're going to land, and you don't know when you're going to hit the ground. So it's like, it's funny too that the world is here and the Tower is here, but just know that whatever is going to happen or what has happened, it's for a reason, and that things are going to start turning around. And I feel like once Mercury goes direct in October, I think you'll start to see why certain things happened, why certain things played out, and it would, and you'll just add it to another lesson in the book. You'll remember this years down the road. You're like, oh, I remember when I experienced this similar thing back in 2022. So a journal as well, and write about this, whatever this is for you, write about it, so that when this comes up again, if it comes up again in the future or something similar, at least hey, I got out of this before, or I've overcome this challenge before, I have nothing to fear. So don't be too scared about the Tower card, okay? It may feel uncomfortable in the moment, but in due time, you'll realize that it was needed and you'll be really grateful for it. So your Archangel prayer card we have is Self-Reflect. It says, my prayer, dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. All right, Cancer, I hope this resonated for you and you have a good one. Bye.